Hi, I'm Angela Wolf, and I'm a sewing instructor on Craftsy. This is just a quick free tip on how to do a blind hem with a serger. The blind hem, like you see on pants, a lot of time nice dress pants, skirts, where from the outside, all you see are these little itty bitty snips of your thread. Here's another sample. This is what it shouldn't be, by the way, if you're doing a blind hem, but you can see where those, I thought you could see a little bit better. So obviously you'd use a thread that matches. So from the back, it basically serges this edge, trims it, at the same time serges it, and attaches it to your layer, all in one easy step. So there's one thing that you need. This is an attachment for the serger that isn't optional. It's called the blind hem foot. If you don't have it, don't worry, because you can also do it without it, but this just makes it really easy. So what this is the foot, then you have this plastic attachment and this little knob. So you can see when I turn the knob, how the plastic moves. See how it's moving over to the left? Just like that. So basically what this does is when you have your fabric, let me show you right like this. Your fabric will basically slide right up against this plastic. That's what it's there for. So again, if you don't have this foot, you just have to use a piece of tape or something to know exactly where you're sewing. So here's the foot. Make sure your needle is out of the way. Very easy, just clips right on, just like that. So you can kind of see, here's your knife, here's your plastic. Now I had moved that a little bit, so I'm going to move it back closer to the foot. Because remember, my fabric is going to roll through here, and then part of it's going to be cut off. You'll see that in a minute. Up here, for our settings, we need to change a few things. I'm using the left needle, and I have that slackened. It's down to number 1. You could even go to 0 if you need to. 0 to 2 is usually the best. We're not using the right needle. On the upper looper, I've strengthened that or increased the tension to 6. And then on the final one, I have decreased the tension to 3. So you might have to adjust a little bit depending on what fabric you're using, but that's what mine's set at. We're not doing anything to the differential feed or anything to the stitch length. It's all just for standard serging. So let me show you how to change this to wrap this fabric. If this is my hem, this is my hem allowance, you basically take this and flip it, just like this. That's it. Let me do it one more time for you. Take it and flip it. Exactly the same way that you do a blind hem on a sewing machine. And I'm going to take this and put this under the foot. So you can see now the purpose of this. The fold of the fabric, which if you would kind of compare this, the fold of the fabric is what goes underneath and rubs up against this plastic. And then the knife cuts off the excess. So picture that's what that would be. So I don't know if I have this set exactly, so I'm just going to show you the stitch and then hopefully we're close. This is all you do. Don't pull the fabric, don't stretch the fabric, just let it feed through. Make sure to leave a long chain so your machine doesn't come undone. Your stitches, and here we go. Let's see. So there's the blind hem. Now, I would run this through on a practice, and that would be just a little bit too thick for me, so I would shorten it. But if you're using a wool or something like that, you wouldn't even notice this. So that's it. All in one easy step. You can finish the edge and do a blind hem all with your serger. For more serging tips, check out my class on Craftsy.